Now, on the front pages of the papers today, we have the Nation newspaper Punch, Saturday Times, First News, and other interesting developments on the front page of the dailies this morning. Let's kickstart with the Nation newspaper this morning. Flood anxiety in states as rainfall intensifies. Pages 4 and 5 there of the Nation newspaper this morning. And the writer says, state government order relocation of flood-prone communities. Zamfara downpour disrupt commercial activities, movement in Gusau. Our experience battling midweek by Lagos resident there. All right, Shetima non-oil sector contributed to 93.6% of GDP in first quarter of 2024. And Davido more interested in intimacy than daughter's welfare, ex-lover tells courts. And court okays final forfeiture of ex-pension boss minus 20 properties. And on the masthead, we have appeal court judgment. No cause for worry, says Fubara. Pro-governor lawmakers head for Supreme Court. And 8 British Nigerians win parliamentary seats in UK election. All the stories there, and we have here President congratulating the new Prime Minister on election victory. All of the stories there on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning.
To the Saturday Vanguard, why government cannot stop Lagos-Abuja cartel that's on crude oil theft in the country. The writer there says Pandef Niger Delta ladies activist challenged President Tinubu to summon political will to stop it. On the rivers crisis, pressure mounts on Fubara to dump the People's Democratic Party. And a feature story there says why he cannot go to the Labour Party. The worst is over, he reacts to appeal court ruling. Afenifere Yoruba elders raised the alarm on the resurgence of kidnapping in the southwest region. Rather, there says, say renewed banditry in the region disturbing, disheartening. Ghost of Zamfara Rivers 2019 APC primaries hunting PDP in 2024 on the Edo election. That's on page 18 of the Saturday Vanguard. This are the stories making the front page of Saturday Vanguard.
All right, let's move on to Saturday Times. And the biggest story here is pension fraud. Court orders final forfeiture of miners 20 houses in 5 states. Says no history of legitimate earnings. All of the stories there on the front page of Saturday Times this morning. And Rivers crisis, Assembly heads to Supreme Court to challenge verdict on pro-Wike lawmakers. Do Nigerians still dread HIV/AIDS? Big question there you need to answer. All right, Nigerian petrol imports shrinks. Fuel queues surge over $6 billion debt. All right, kidnappers of Bayelsa ex-commissioner jailed for 40 years each. And on the masthead, we have lawmakers paid me 3,000 naira after sleeping with me for 2 days. And Kelly Kosi there reporting. All of the stories there on the front page of Saturday Times this morning.
On the first news, petrol crisis looms. International traders to hold supply to Nigeria over alleged $6 billion debt. Vice President Shetima greets foreign investors in Abuja, saying Nigeria is focused on diversifying the economy. Rivers Assembly crisis, Okojumbo-led lawmakers sit head to Supreme Court. Barra breaks silence in appeal court ruling, says no cause for alarm. Shetima urges foreign investors to unlock big returns in Nigeria's non-oil sector. That's on the continuation of the petrol crisis looms. Naira appreciates to 1,530 Naira per dollar in the parallel market. And Dangote says Nigeria can turn economy around within months. New UK Prime Minister Starmer unveils cabinet. President Tinubu, Peter Obi, congratulate him.
And now let's move on to the Guardian newspaper. That's the Guardian weekend. We have the story here says, local refineries, why crisis over crude supply will persist. Page 2 there of the Guardian weekend newspaper this morning. And the Vice President Shatima urges shift to non-oil sector to unlock potential. NLC demands immediate reversal of a new electricity tariff hike. Page 3 there of the Guardian newspaper this morning. And we have Polytechnic teachers may embark on strike over scheme of service. Who is afraid of Dangote's refinery? You can get more interesting stories. On the masthead, let's take this periscoping for Lu Adeboye's passion and Christian education in making a complete child. Get details of that story on the Guardian weekend newspaper this morning.
And on the Saturday Punch, the big one here says, meet Nigerian-born British who emerge winners in UK general election. President Tinubu, EU world leaders salutes new UK Prime Minister Stemmer. The big story here says Lagos, Edo, Akwa Ibom, Ebonyi plans scams for flood victims. The writer there says put measures in place for security Sokoto Delta to relocate the residents from flood-prone areas. Nememom as floods ravage 10 states. On the food crisis, 82 million Nigerians may go hungry, according to the United Nations. And the police foiled Lagos kidnapping plot, kill 9 suspects. These are the stories making the front page of Saturday Punch.
And we'll take the last one, which is from a Weekend Trust this morning, while agitations for succession continue 54 years after civil war. And veterans narrate experiences as ACF says referendum is first step. For unity, Nigeria needs sincere leaders. President General Ohaneze Indigbo, they're talking. And also we have a reaction from the Afenifere leader, Femi Okunromu. We must go back to federalism. All of the stories there on Weekend Trust this morning. Those are the stories there. Coming, very interesting stories, Olamide, on the front pages this morning, talking about, we said something about the flood.
The flood. And
the state government taking proactive measures to stop this and to ensure that the safety of lives and property of Nigerians is crucial at this time.
And like I said earlier, Lagos has been at the forefront of the conversations on addressing waste management and, ensuring a good drainage system. These are some of the issues that may have, contributed to the floods. Although the Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources also mentioned that this was a flash flood, and it's not something we will be seeing all the time anyways. And it's good that some states are trying their best to relocate residents from flood-prone areas. NEMA, they're also, bringing out NEMA on this as flood-ravaged 10 states. Anyways, another story that I believe we should also look at.
Well, we have to go.
All right. It's very fine.
Very interesting stories. You can get details of those stories on the front page of the Dailies this morning. Coming up on TVC